All right, so you are on your way to building a successful business. You are ready for launch and you are ready to get out in front of your clients. Where are they? Who are they? How do you find them? How do you get them interested in what you're doing? Well, there's a couple ways and we're gonna cover them one by one. And the first way is the cold outreach. And this is one of the best and most effective ways to reach new people that don't know you exist yet for free, but it takes a little bit of elbow grease. So let's dive into it. So a lot of people might think that in today's age, cold calling, cold emailing, cold DMing is dead. It's not. I promise you it's not. I've made a lot of money from cold emailing, and that is also how I started my business last year when I was trying to get my momentum back. And there's a couple sites and there's a couple ways that I highly recommend that you do it based off of your industry and based off if you're in a product or a service. So the first way is going to be, of course, cold DMing. Cold DMing is going to be a great way to effectively do that. However, let me be super clear. You do not want to spam anybody. At no point in time do I want you reaching out to 10, 20, 30, 40 people a day. I think that is a terrible way to do it, and I highly recommend that you never get into that space. I know there are some creators that just reach out to hundreds of people every single day, and I highly recommend, I know you've received a spam DM before, never do that. It's trash and it will not work long term, I promise. All right, let's get back to what does work. Cold DMing is great, cold emailing is great. I highly recommend emailing first and foremost because you probably haven't built a substantial social media following that showcases that you're eligible and a qualified person to be reaching out in the first place. So I recommend you personally head over to my personal brand section once it's all ready to go and learn how to build your personal brand first, and then you can take the DM approach. So when it comes to cold emailing, I highly recommend either one, using the Google Map option, or two, using Apollo.ai, Apollo.io. And the objective here is we need to know what businesses are around us, who can we reach out to, and what are their contact information. Google Map option is essentially putting a drop pin on the map and looking at businesses around that area that are local to you, that align with your target market, and then finding their contact information, either their phone number or email, and reaching out and introducing yourself. You never want to try and make a sale within your emails. Your first email is simply just a cold reach out to let them know that you exist and you're here to help. After that, they can take it from there. If they want to have a chat with you, if they want to learn more about what you do, that's when you go in for the sale. But the initial email is just to let them know that you are here for them and that you exist. The second is Apollo.io. And Apollo.io is a site with over 250 million contacts broken down by location, industry, employee count, verified emails, all that sort of stuff, which I'll show you right over here. And that's basically, or maybe on screen right now, and that's basically going to allow you to find your exact target market, their immediate contact information, have a pitch set up and ready to go so that you can email a bunch of these people introducing yourself really quickly without it taking a ton of time. This is a great way for kickstarting some momentum and letting them know that you exist and starting conversations. Now, if you want to take this a step further and really knock this out of the park, I highly suggest using Loom. So this is basically a video that you're going to attach to your emails, which is going to be a screen recording and a video of you using a webcam or whatever you want, that's basically running through how you're going to effectively be able to provide value to them. So it would look something like you reach out to John that works in the metal industries and you're a photographer. Full random scenario. And you're basically on their website in the screen recording and on their socials, and you're going through the fact that they have no high quality photos on their website or on their social media. You're introducing yourself, you're showing that they have an issue or a problem, and you're showcasing how you're able to provide them value and why it makes sense to work with them. You're also speaking to them directly. Hey John, I've been looking at, Metalworks, blah, blah, blah. I think you guys do amazing work. However, you don't really showcase it. And I'm sure you're losing a lot of money because of that indirectly, when you could simply just hire someone like me and I'm going to come in and provide a bunch of that for you for a small fee, blah, blah, blah. Obviously not word for word, but along the lines that it is a dedicated video specifically for them, showcasing their problem and showcasing how you're going to come in and provide them value. And you can attach that to the bottom of your email, and then your email could be something simple like, hey John, just wanted to send you this video, let you know I'm thinking about you, make sure to take a watch, let me know your thoughts when you have a chance, and let's talk soon. Something like that, that's just super fast fast and simple. These guys are busy and you want to just get in and get out. So for example, Ishan, the member of our community that has helped me build this full community, that's how he reached out to me. At the time of my explosion, I had a bunch of people reaching out to me, cold DMing me, everyone saying, I want to do this for you, I want to do that for you, I want to build you this, I want to build you that, whatever it may be, right? But Ishan actually went a step ahead and above that, and what he did was he sent me a Loom recording on Instagram, and he had already previously built out a demo product of what my community would look like, what the courses would look like, how the infrastructure works, how many followers I have versus based off how much money I could make, this whole thing, breaking it all down. And I thought to myself, you know what? This guy spent 2.5 minutes and obviously a bunch of other time to create this one specific pitch to me directly. The least I could do is give him the time to have a conversation. We jumped on a phone call. I loved him. He was a great guy. We decided to continue to do this together. Out of everybody that reached out to me, he was the only person I responded to because he put in a little extra work. And because of that, he landed the deal. So the objective is if you can go above and beyond for people, it is noticeable and they appreciate it. And that's why when you're cold emailing, it can be such a tricky business. It's a numbers game. You're gonna send 100 emails, 50 of them are not gonna respond, 20 of them are gonna tell you to get lost and they don't care, 30 of them might be interested, 10 of them might follow through and you might make 5 sales. So it's a huge numbers game, but those numbers get lower and lower and better the more effort and the more personalized you make them. So if you can send them a personalized video speaking directly to them, have the email be personalized as well using their first name and their company names, showcasing that you're genuinely interested in what they're doing, you're gonna land such a higher success rate than if you just cold email and cold DM 1,000 people a day. I hope that makes sense. But then also to mention something of previous is when you know your target market and you know the problem you're trying to solve, reaching out to the specific people get that much easier. And you're able to provide that much more value by just being clear about who you're after and what you're doing to help them. But there's a lot of other ways than just cold emailing and cold DMing to get clients. How do we make the clients come to us? And that's where we jump into the next phase. I'll see you there. Peace.